Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of my YouTube channel. So this week I wanted to talk a little bit about home improvement scams, how that's kind of prevalent in the real estate industry, things to look out for, and things you can do. I recently read a story about the Ohio Attorney General busting a contractor in Warren County who basically took the money and ran. They promised to do a job, were paid part of the cash, and then they ran off and did not complete the work. Unfortunately, this is a pretty prevalent scam for homeowners. As homeowners, you're always looking to improve your property, fix things up, or if there's a disaster or some issue that happens, you of course have to fix that up, right? There's a lot of folks out there looking to scam, looking to make a quick buck, and they take advantage of people by promising to do work. It's something to always look out for in the real estate industry. So I wanted to share a few things that you can look out for when it comes to hiring contractors to do home improvement projects for you to make sure that it is actually legit and not too good to be true. So a few things to look out for is if the contractor fails to complete the job, or they do poor quality work, or they don't meet the agreed upon standards. That's of course option number one. That's red flag number one. Now, of course, sometimes people, they'll make mistakes or they don't do the highest quality work sometimes, but you're paying them, you're under contract with them. You should be able to get them to come back and do it right, to fix it up right. And it's the one thing to screw up nailing a board down or something like that. But if the entire body of work is just very bad, very incompetent looking, not something you would expect from a professional, then that is something that you need to address and need to look out for as a red flag with who you have hired to work for you. Next, the contractor, the person, the company, they are frequently arriving late, they're missing appointments, they're not giving good reasons. Again, valid excuses happen from time to time, but if it's a frequent thing and they just keep on dodging you, that is a major red flag to look out for. Option 3, they add extra charges or fees that had not previously been discussed. Again, it's contract work. Unexpected things will arise. Sometimes you will have to pay extra things as the work goes along and new things are discovered. With the price of materials now, of course, costs are going up, so you might see upcharges in certain places, but it should be something that the contractor, the owner of the company, should be able to easily explain, and it's something that should be justified, not just charges that are here and there. Always ask for an itemized receipt, always ask where things are going. Definitely keep tabs on that. Number 4, they refuse to answer questions or were evasive about the progress update. So again, you're hiring them to do a job, you're under contract with them. They should be able to be responsive to your questions, explain to everything that they're doing. If they're being shady about that, that is a major red flag. And the last one, they don't provide any written contract or a vague contract. Again, get them under contract, get an itemized receipt, have everything recorded, have a case ready just in case something does come up like this where they're not delivering on the work promised. And so then what happens if they don't deliver? At that point, you might have to get an attorney. You might have to file a complaint with the Ohio Division or with the Ohio Attorney General. You might have to pursue some legal options to recoup your losses and get your house fixed up to the standards you are expecting. So ensure the contractor is licensed and insured. Make sure that they're legitimate. Any legitimate contractor, any legitimate company will be licensed and insured through the state. Get everything in writing, review it all carefully, make sure that you know what you're signing, and never pay the full amount up front. I would even be leery of paying half up front because a lot of times these scammers will take half the money and then run and never deliver. So be very cautious about what you're paying, how you're paying it, and keep track of that. So keep this in mind, stay safe out there. Home improvement is a great thing to do for the value of your home, but you want to make sure that the folks you're having do it are legitimate and do a good job. And of course, if you need referrals or help, reach out to me, I'm a real estate expert. That's part of what we do is we network with folks who are in the home improvement industry so we can refer good names to you so you can avoid situations like this to begin with. Hope this was helpful. Keep an eye out on this. I'll see you next week. Take care.